hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is a review for 90 Day Fiancé Before 90 Days, the season 3, episode 5. Okay. But if you have not done so already, please remember to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness. Yep. Got to say goodness now. Anyway, do not forget to also like this video, share this video, hit that notification button because it lets you know when I have new videos up. You can follow me on IG at J_Lees_Corner. The link to my IG is in the description box below. And y'all know that's the same thing I say in every single video, okay? But let's get started. First up, we have Caesar. The show is stringing us along the same way that Maria is stringing Caesar along. I mean, we know that Caesar is being catfished. We understand that she is not real. We know that she's not coming, okay? But they just keep wanting every episode. Oh, he's going to Mexico. Oh, he's waiting for Maria, and we know this. He's in Mexico. She has not replied to him in 4 days, okay? He brings up how, oh, she's just nervous because we're going to meet. No, she not coming, bruh. She isn't coming, okay? He lost his luggage. Well, the airline lost his luggage, but they have found it and brought it to him because he was concerned because the engagement ring is in there. That engagement ring was $200. Chalk that up as a loss and a lesson learned, okay? Also, I also have these, chocolate and candy panties. I'm like, well, eat them yourself because she won't be there. And why did you bring those? Like, does she ask for those? Anyway, she nervous and that's why she isn't responding. He go into whatever app that he talks to her in. He like, oh, well, she was just on the app a few minutes ago. Let me try to call her. Of course, she does not answer. Anyway, he go to the pool or whatnot, and he jumping in the pool, enjoy the vacation because you're gonna be there by yourself for a little bit of a minute. So we see in the pool, he sees some random white people, okay, white people, and he swims on over. Hey guys, what you doing? I'm from this place or that place, wherever he's from. Oh hey, so he's like, their family was on a family vacation. So he said, yeah, I'm here to meet my my girlfriend who I've been talking to online for 5 years. And it was like, oh, okay, that's different or whatever. He's like, yeah, she'll get here. It'll be beautiful. I'm going to propose to her. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be magical, however you explain it. And like, that's like a little fairy tale. Yes, it's a fairy tale, a farce, okay? Think of your imagination, but I digress. So he shows them a picture because they said, we got to see her. And they like, oh, she's beautiful. One dude said, you sure you're not getting catfished, sir? He is getting catfish. He just won't admit it just yet. So they're like, you know what? When she gets here, we want to meet her. We can all have drinks together because they know it's some foolishness going on. He like, I don't know why they said I was getting catfish. I'm not getting catfish because she's the love of my life. A lot of catfish people are the loves of someone's lives. Okay, it's just usually that they know who they said he is. She not coming, Caesar, and I just. I don't feel bad for him because clearly every sign that she isn't coming, she has given him, and he keeps going. Anyway, next up, Benjamin and Nakini. Benjamin and Nakini is attracted to each other. They are. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, he has to meet her family in order for them to get engaged or even to be married. But he also still does not know if he can afford the bride price. So again, she's like, it's something that he doesn't know, whatever. So he's like, where is his Airbnb? Because he rented an Airbnb to stay at while he's there. She then says, oh, well, my brother wants to meet you. He wants to keep an eye on you. So you're going to be staying with him for a little bit of a while. He was like, wait, what? So my question would have been, well, the money I paid for the Airbnb, where is it at? Because if I paid for Airbnb and I'm not going to be there, I want my money back. But he's shocked that this is like, ta-da, stay with my brother or whatever. So, she brings up how if her brother Fidel does not give his blessing, then she can't even have, Benjamin meet her daddy to get the daddy's blessing. So, the first step is to get the brother to like you, okay? Do that first. So, we do see them go see the brother. And, first of all, I watched this TV show called The Orville. He looks like one of the people on Orville. If anybody watch Orville, I don't know if y'all do. It comes on Fox. He reminds me of Bortus from the Orville. I'm not gonna put a picture. Just Google it. Google the Orville and Google Bortus, or Google. Just do that, okay? And then put in the comment section what you see. Anyway, so but the brother Fidel greets him fine. I mean, he looks a little bit shocked because again, she brings up how her family is not too used to Caucasian people. She never brought a Caucasian man home. Okay, so when they get there, we see there's a whole bunch of other people there. The red haired girl is a sister. The person next to that, I think she said, was also a sister. Then she said it was a cousin, and then the first lady she said that's the lady of the house. So he like, I got you a gift. He's like, oh, it was like a little bracelet that she maybe wove together, whatever. Okay, so where's my gift? He's like, I was so busy I didn't have time to get you a gift. And they like, oh no. So the brother brings up how, not getting her a gift always sounded it almost shows how he isn't thinking about her, or that he cannot support her. And if she can't support her, if he can't support her, the family is not going to allow them to get married. I mean, I get it that you don't want anyone marrying your sibling or your child who can afford to take care of them. But I mean, did she need a gift? I mean, did he need the bracelet? I don't know. Anyway, it's awkward to say the least, because they're just like looking at him like, and Fidel like, we have questions to ask you, okay, but we're not going to ask you all the questions at once, but you need to answer the questions that we have for you. So Akinyi then shows Benjamin to his room because again, he's staying with her brother. I would not go to a country I'm not used to and stay in someone else's home who I don't know because they want to watch me. I would prefer to stay where I booked myself to stay at an Airbnb just to have my own space, my own time. But he is staying with the brother in a room that has pink sheets, and he says it's okay. And him and Akinyi kiss very passionately. Again, he and Akinyi have a chemistry. Like they kiss like we want to do it right now. I want to, right now is how they kiss. I'm like, go ahead, Akinyi girl. But you know what I'm saying? Again, she's staying at her mom's house, which is about 10 minutes away from where he's going to be with the brother. And I'm like, mm. So Akinyi's gone, and then Benjamin and Fidel have a conversation. And he basically asked, like, so you had a former wife? He's like, yeah, I did, He then say, well, is she dead? And I was like, why she gotta be dead? He's like, no, she's alive. He says, we have a saying in our country to where, we take marriage seriously. You can't. What I think what he meant was you were married, you didn't take it serious, and you got divorced, and that ain't how we do things here. Like we need you to prove that you are serious about our sister because she's our little sister, and so so you got to prove that you really want to be here and be with her, whatever. And he said because if you want to marry my sister, you need me, okay? You really, really need me. And I'm like, what is he trying to insinuate? Anyway, I mean, I think they'll be fine. I think the bride price is going to be in like their money, not like American dollars. So it may be less than what he thinks it is. He may have to just buy him a goat. I don't know what it is, but I feel like because I hope it works out for them too. I don't know. We shall see. So next up we have Rebecca and Zied, whatever. And she only been there 2 days. And they at the little bar, the little hookah lounge or whatever, and he's upset with the guy sitting next to her who kept staring at her. So we're still in that upsetness situation, okay? Because the dude who was looking feels like I can look at who I want to look at. You can't stop me. I'm looking at her tattoos. And Zied is still upset because someone is looking at her and she still got that damn jacket off, and it's just a whole mess. We see the security walk up. We see, I guess, maybe like a manager or whatever. Like, what I'm saying? Okay, everyone calm down, okay? He not touching her or whatever. Like, just everybody had their own separate fun, okay? Separate fun. But the dude and Zied just keep kind of exchanging words or whatever because the guy's then saying stuff. And then Zied, like, I know you're talking about me. I don't want to hear it. But what it is, Ziad has said out his own mouth, I am a jealous person. I don't want anyone looking at you. I don't want you wearing things here that will draw attention to you here, because here, what you're wearing and your tattoos, it will draw attention. I do feel like if they were in America, and if they were in America, no one will look at her in that shirt or them tattoos because it's normal. So I feel like the anger he has there in that country would not be the same here, because here, what she had on was no one would care at all. So he wouldn't have an issue with so many people looking at her because she has tattoos or whatever. So, she puts her jacket back on because she realizes, okay, and I'll put my jacket back on or whatever. And she's bringing up how she just does not like his react. I don't like his reactions. You know what I'm saying? He's just as jealous like how my ex was. I don't like it. And I'm like, I get that, but you know what I'm saying? You know, he like, I'm upset because she didn't listen to me when I told her how people will look at her. So because they left the club or whatever, no one fought. So the next morning they get up or whatever, and they really had not talked. They did not talk to each other. So she's like, we need to sit down and have a conversation because I'm going to meet his parents, and I don't want me to go see his parents, and me and him are at odds. So she's like, we need to talk about what happened last night. We need to talk about, the situation. He like, look, it made me angry, that I know my country, and that you didn't listen to me about how I told you people will react here in my country to what you were wearing. You know what I'm saying? That make me upset. He's like, I don't want to control what she wears at all. He say, but you know what I'm saying? Here, things are just different. And it's like, girl, he's right in that aspect. She just, I get that. And I want to respect your country. I want to respect your culture. I want to do all of that. But we need to work on your attitude, you know what I'm saying, and how you get angry. And I'm like, I get what she mean too, but you could have just listened to him. Period. Period. Okay. I feel like that one thing was like, you have to sometimes know who you with and then understand their ways. Like, he said out his own mouth, I'm a jealous person. I don't want people looking at you. You then put on a shirt that would make everyone look at you. As if you were trying to piss him off to see how he would react. You shouldn't do that. But you shouldn't do that. But at this point in time, they make up. They happy go lucky. It is what it is. So, they're now having them getting ready for them to go see his parents. So he had her put on like a traditional, dress or garb, whatever it's called. So as they're driving out, he like, look, you can't bring up how we were out drinking. You can't bring up how we were sleeping in the same room, and you can't show your tattoos. It's like, I'm just afraid that he wants me to, hide all these things. Like, what? Maybe he's not telling, his parents everything. Well, y'all not supposed to have sex before y'all are married there. You just still did it. You also know they don't like tattoos there. You still have tattoos. And I'm not surprised that he's telling you, like, don't tell them that we were drinking. These are all, he is a different type of person than his family. Okay? But I digress. So, anyway, we see Avery and Omar. So, Avery and Omar, it's supposed to be the day of or the day before the wedding, and Avery's upset. Okay, I'm upset. And why is she upset? Because Omar, who was supposed to be the one that, planned the wedding, booked a venue, got somebody to marry them, all this stuff, he hasn't done any of it. Not only has he not done any of it, he hasn't mentioned that he has not done any of it until just now, and the wedding is supposed to be the following day. And so, I kept talking to you, kept asking you about it, and you kept saying that you were going to handle it, and I can't believe that you didn't do anything. He brings up how, I'm saying, one, they're there now, and it's the weekend, and two, where he's from, it's hard for him to call and make arrangements and get in contact with people from other countries or whatever. And I'm like, all he had to do was get the get the venue, get the priest or whoever it is going to marry them or whatever. Get a time, a day. Da, da, da. I'm like, she said the things he had was simple, but again, I don't think he had access to do all of that. I don't think she would have been able to do all that, even from America. Okay. Because most stuff, I do think you have to get there and do think, girl, it is what it is. So, as they're talking or whatever, Avery, her little attitude side is coming up a little bit. Because she has a whole full-fledged attitude in a way that no typical Muslim woman would have towards her husband. And then when he said to her, "Why are you raising your voice? Why are you screaming?" She wasn't even screaming, but she was just, her voice was raised a little bit. But I was like, see, the fact that she's even acting how she's acting to me means you don't even understand how typically Muslim wives are towards their husbands. Cause I'm like, okay, that's that old Avery. And that's who her mama keeps talking about. Like, she's saying she's this, but she's really that. She's just not doing it just yet. And that to me was a bit of it. Because usually, it doesn't make it right or wrong. But I'm saying usually that's just not how a Muslim wife would be able to talk to her husband. Just saying. Anyway, so she walks away and says, I have to go talk to my mama because I just cannot, deal with this. Okay, I'm leaving. Mom, I'm not getting married. He didn't plan this, he didn't plan that. But didn't he say, like, wasn't that we came all this way? I know, it's just I can't believe him. I'm just so upset or whatever. So the mama, like, usually I try to like fight her on things or whatever. I try to like make her leave. This time I'm gonna be supportive. She's like, so okay, let's get dressed, go get Omar, go to some of these places here to see if anybody can marry y'all or whatever. And if they can't do it, maybe they can, point us in the direction of somebody who can. She brings them out because Avery is her daughter who's getting married. She can't, she has to leave on whatever day. She can't stay any longer. And, I don't want to miss the wedding. I don't want it to be, this may be her only wedding. And I don't want to be 20 years down the line and I wasn't there. So I'm going to try to be as tough as I can while I'm here. So, I'm like, well, okay, mama, that's the thing to do. They go down and they find a mosque that's open. Okay, and I'm like, why? They was walking up a whole hill. I'm like, Lord Jesus. So they get to one that's open, and they make them, of course, take their shoes off. The mama then has to put on garb because she was in like a skirt that had her legs out and just her hair wasn't wrapped up. So to go into the temple, they made her, get dressed or whatever. I don't know how Avery does it. Like, I would be hot. I'm saying she hasn't worn this in the summer, so I wonder how long she's gonna really keep it on. Again, Avery's so new to this whole thing. The mama, even though the mama's so inappropriate in things that she say, it comes from a place of she know her daughter. Now she's very, 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 very culturally ignorant, 100%. But she's also very smart in knowing her daughter. And I can tell that Avery probably has these, I'm going to do this and then that and then this. And then she changes back. Again, because that attitude came out real quick. So they get in there, whatever. And, she's like, okay, so like they want to get married. Like, are you the preacher? What? So the mama was using like our terms, whereas Avery and Omar was using, the proper terms. And so the guy then says, well, I can't marry them. But the guy who can marry them is always here on Mondays. He's here up, from the morning until around 3. So if y'all come back on at 3 o'clock, before 3 o'clock on Monday, you can get married here. Oh, great, 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 great. So, girl, I guess not a wedding back home. I'm looking like, Lord Jesus, it's too much. So we then see Adrian and Omar go to dinner. And then, because she's happy again that they have this wedding plan and now they get married in like 2 more days. So, she's like, so do you still plan like to have me move with you, back to your country? He's like, well, I hope so. What do you mean you hope so? He gets honest. Like, look, I'm worried about you struggling being there with me because I'm used to how it is. Sometimes there's no power, there's no water. Like, it's very, very tough. Like, it's a whole, it's a whole zone there that, I don't know if you're ready for. And then, I feel like he's giving her the out that she needs, not to marry him, but just, you don't have to come with me to where I live because it's going to be hard for you. And see, I'm like, she is stubbornly stupid, okay? Because it's like, you don't need to be there. But she brings up how, if I come back to the States without you, that'll be too long, that we will be apart, and I don't want to, that will be too hard. I don't want to wait to see you, whatever, and I feel like if you can handle it, I can too. I say, girl, because he's used to it, okay? He is used to, that's the only life he knows. You, not so much. I feel like it's one thing to go visit somebody for a moment. It's something else to have to move there. And if he's telling you how hard it is, it's because he struggles with it as well. He just deals with it. I feel like that's like, no, some things other people can do, and it ain't that you can't do it, but I think his thing is how much you would complain through it all will probably not be worth the hassle of her being there. I agree. Go home to the States, and if you want to see him, go back and visit him. Okay? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? We have to see what happens with them next time. Next up we have Darcy and Tom. Darcy and Tom. Darcy and Tom. First of all, but y'all know that Darcy was she was shopping a reality show like back in 2010 when her sister called The Twin Life, and she looked so different. This is Darcy then. Okay? This is Darcy before any surgery. This is Darcy again back in 2010. She looked gorgeous before. Before anything that she said done to her face, she looked gorgeous. And I'm like, it's because look, it's just, she looks Russian with the dark hair. And with the blonde hair, she looks like she's had bad plastic surgery. Anyway, so she's been there for a few days now. Her and Tom still have not done anything or whatever. So she brings up how she feel like they should go visit her sister Stacy. Because Stacy's going to see her fiance. She suggests, even though Tom has, suggested that we go on this other little nice trip or whatever, this little romantic getaway, I think I could ask him if we can switch it to go meet up with my sister and her fiance, who she's been engaged to for 3 years, and he again lives in a whole different country. They have a thing for men who are not of this country, because I feel like they don't want to be here, but it's kind of me. Anyway, I think it'll be weird, bringing it up to Tom. But I feel like, my sister can let me know if me and Tom are a match or whatever. I'm like, what did she tell you that your destiny was a match? Because, you was with him way too long. So either your sister gives you advice that you don't take, or she gives you bad advice and say, date people that you should not date. Because, girl, I don't care. So, they in the car, whatever. Oh, it's so cold. Tom just warmed me up. And I'm like, put your coat on. Like, you have a coat with your arms out. The people who put the coat on top of their shoulders but don't put their arm through, that's why you cold. You ain't got no sleeves on. Girl. Anyway, she suggests we change the plans. Like, my sister wants to meet you. Her and her fiance are going to be in this country. It's kind of close to here. And maybe we can not go where you were going to have us go. We can go there. And that way she can meet you. And he's like, I'm not used to having my plans changed, for what I want to do or whatever. Like, do you really want to go? Well, yeah, I'm so appreciative of what you're doing or whatnot. But, I really just feel like, that you should meet my sister. And so he like, well, if we go, we have to stay in a suite or whatever. He's like, well, that's fine. I don't care. He says, okay, we can go. We see them praising some cricket, which is just like baseball or whatever. And she keeps saying every time they're walking like hand in hand, or if she's walking towards him and it's like a long walkway, oh, it's like I'm walking down the aisle with you. And he was like, you keep saying that, like, you have to keep, don't do that. I'm like, because it was the second time that day she said it. Like, she said it when she was walking down the steps to get out the door to him, and then again when they were just walking into the place. I'm like, girl, just cut it out. So they played cricket or whatever, and then he was talking about the balls or whatever it was. Oh, that can be a sexual term. He's like, well, you seem to make everything a sexual term, and she does. He's really just trying to get to know her, and she just wants to do it. And I'm like, you are so childish, but I don't get it. She brings up because, because she's like, well, when are we gonna like do anything like more than cuddle? He says it'll happen when it happens. So, but first I got to get out my pajamas or whatever. And so she's like, I just feel insecure because he just, he's not trying to sleep with me. I'm like, that is such. You need to just, girl. I don't even know. It's like Darcy's just not pathetic, but like she requires consistent. I feel like she feels better when someone's being mean to her. I think she feel like, oh, if they're mean, they like me but he's being nice and respectable, and she's like, I'm insecure because he won't bone you yet, girl. Just cut it out. So they have dinner. Okay, it's a regular dinner. They at a restaurant with food. It's a table. It's a nice ambiance, like a little fire going. Oh, this is so amazing. oh, you're blowing me away. You know what I'm saying? And the time I've been here for 2 days, and the time I've been here, you know what I'm saying, I feel like such a woman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm so in awe. And he's like, okay. He like, look, it's just dinner. He brings up how it was weird that Doris is so over the top about everything, and he like, you wonder if that's her real emotion. Like, if I think something's good, she thinks it's great. If I think something's great, she thinks it's awesome. If I think something's awesome, she thinks it's amazing. And she has these long, oh, the fire is so bright, like the fire in your heart. Oh, the food is so wet. I think it came from the water. Girl, it's just this foolishness, whatever. It's every little thing. Oh, the wine. Oh, the table. Oh, the waiter. Oh, the air. Oh, the fork. Oh, the glass. It's team too much. He like, we don't really, do that here. It's just different or whatever. And he says it like it's just dinner at a table. It's just me and you. It's just a fire. It's just food. Like, it's normal. I know, but it's like you're treating me like a princess. No, bitch, it's dinner. It's dinner. It's dinner. And he's like, you don't have to put me on a pedestal. Like, I don't need you to do that or whatever. He brings up how it pushed a lot of pressure on him when she does it, because like it hasn't even been a week yet, and she just, oh, it's just so amazing. I don't know what to do. She said, well, I just wonder, like, how do you feel about me? Like, you don't see how I feel about you by my actions. Well, yeah, I do, absolutely. He like, then why ask the question? Well, I think, I don't know. Okay. I'm just very attracted to you. He's like, oh, are you? She's like, yeah. He's like, well, how much? A lot. I'm like, oh my God. I cannot. But you know what I'm saying? He then said, oh, so you want it to be a little extra, fancy or whatever. Feed me cheesecake from your finger. And I'm looking like, so she sticks her finger in the cheesecake. He licks off her fingers. She then licks her own finger. I'm looking like, y'all are nasty. Just nasty. I just want to feel his passion. Girl, fill his pocket. See if it's there. Anyway, and then they leave the table. It's just team too much, and it's just aggravating a little bit. Timothy and Jennifer, they get to the little Airbnb that he got or whatever, and she's like, I want to see how he acts around my daughter. You should not have your daughter around that man just yet. I think your daughter should not have been around that man until another visit. I am a firm believer in you do not bring your kids around strangers too fast. Like, this is the first time that you're meeting him. Like, your kid, no, no, no. That's just me. Anyway, she brings up how because they're in the car still, because she's still upset that the ex fiance, is calling them or whatever. She brings about Tim needs to focus on me, okay? Focus on me and put distance between him and that ex. He came because the ex has a girl who he calls his daughter. Get over it, okay? So they get to the Airbnb or whatever because she lives with her grandparents. She didn't get the baby all in his bed. I'm like, get that baby out that man's bed. Lay her ass on the couch in the living room, okay? Get her out that. I just cannot. Anyway, he then starts unpacking his luggage or whatever. He has all these gifts. He got clothes and pajamas for her, for the daughter. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm like, and I got you pajamas in case, so that way you don't have to go back and forth to your grandparents' house. You can have stuff here and not have to leave. I'm looking like, oh, that's smart. So she then leaves and takes her daughter home or whatever. But again, it's awkward between them. It's very, very awkward. I feel like she is used to men being all over her. She's used to men like, oh my God, she's so gorgeous. I want to just be with her. And I feel like he is attached where he realized how gorgeous she is. So he's nervous. He feels like she is out of his league. And he don't know what to do to not mess that up. So he's nervous. That's basically what it is. They then go to dinner later on. And then over dinner, what I'm saying, she brings up in her confessional how he is not my type physically. He is not the person I would usually go for, whatever. However, he's a family man, and that's what I have been looking for, a family man. I said, Lord, if that's what you want. So, they talking or whatever, and he brings about his friends did not think it was smart for him to be, dating someone overseas. She brings up her family and friends, just felt the same way. They did not know him. So he has to prove himself to her family or whatever. And like they like people who are like work with their hands, like will be in the yard helping. Like, well, I'm not the person. I don't do manual labor. Like I get manicures. Like I don't. That's not me. And I'm so she brings up when he say it's not my style. Well, that's because you're pussy. I say because he's pussy. What? But she said that, but it doesn't ruin the night. They still go back to his house for a nightcap or whatever. So they get back to the house or whatever. He keeps saying how she's pretty hard to read. No, you're scared to read her. So when she gets back to the house, she brings about it's getting late. The daughter is at home or whatever, and cause he like you should just stay the night. He like, well, I don't know what's that. And he said, well, how about you go put on the pajamas I bought you? You know what, you're right. I do feel kind of stuck. I'm like, if you're going home, why would you put on pajamas? She said, like, usually this is when, the person tries to do something. So we'll see, because if not, it's like he's gay. I don't know. It's like he's gay. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like women. So they get in the bed or whatever, and they sitting there awkwardly quiet. He then suggests, how about I put a face mask on you? So those little under the eye things that he has, those gold things, he puts them on her face. She's like, this is weird. Okay, this is like a girlfriend's night or a girl's night out or whatever. I can't believe this. Where he feel like this is me being able to touch her in a little way to where, she won't be like thrown off. I'm like, you can tell. It's like he's a virgin. But he brings up how he has not had sex in a while. I'm looking like, we can tell. We can tell. She then turns over, puts her butt on him, and says, turn the lights out. Which means, take this vagina. Okay? Get this vagina. Any woman, okay, who did not have her butt on you, if she stops, turns over, two-step the ass up on you, it means you can touch me. It means cut the lights off and let's see where your hands go. If she was not comfortable with you, she would not be hugged up in the bed. And when she said cut the lights off, he looked like, but then said, I'm not going to try to have sex with her because I want to get to know her, and I don't want to. She just offered you butt all up into. He's just, fix it, Jesus. And last up is Angela and Michael. Okay, now she gets over there to see him. Okay, because we know that she was packing up. Now she has not been over there in a year. Okay, it's been a whole year since she has been over there to be with Michael. But because his K1 visa is taking so long, she's like, I'm gonna go visit him or whatever. So she has her daughter helping her pack or whatever, taking her to the airport. And she keeps with these Trump boxes. I'm gonna trump him up. Ugh, I hate that, but it is what it is. So, and she also shows the daughter like little toys and extra stuff they're gonna use in the bedroom. That's nasty. She don't want to see that. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? I think Michael just wants my mama because he just wants to come to America. Well, your mom just wants some dick. So what's the difference? He wants to come to America. She wants some dick. They working together. Boom. That's what it is. So now over in Nigeria, okay, we see Michael, and he is like, Angela has these trust issues with me or whatever because of this distance or whatnot. He brings up how he's paying about $400 a month to talk to her on the phone because she consistently wants to know what he's doing, where he is. So he's always putting more data on his phone to talk to her because sometimes they're on the phone for hours and hours on end. I'm like, Lord Jesus. I'm like, that's just kind of crazy. We then see him hanging out with his friends. Where's his friends at? This is his friends? Yeah. So he's hanging out with his friends. So here they go to friends or whatever. And I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. So these are his friends. And I think at least the one dude on the end, who is smiling like a fool, she's met before. Angela does not like his friends, mainly because she feel like his friends are bad influences or whatever. But the friends is like kind of teasing Michael because, he's with Angela. So, you have a white fiance. Do y'all be kissing? Oh, ha, 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 ha. I'm like, his friends are kind of funny as hell if you ask me. So, they like, we said, where you been? What's going on? Like, you still working or whatever? He's like, well, no, I had to quit my job because Angela did not like me working because she couldn't find out where I was at all times. So, I had to quit. And they're like, well, how you living? Like, how you sustaining life? Oh, well, she sends me money every month. I'm looking like, So she's paying for the K1 visa stuff, and she's sending Michael money so that he does not have to work because she wants to know where he is. Girl, they like she his sugar mom, like because she's paying his whole life. The one friend then said Michael is about to be a grandfather. I said a grandfather, but it's true. When he marries Angela, he will become a grandfather at 30. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They bring up how she's bossy. She's very, very bossy. And that's just not how it usually is in Africa. Not in Africa, in Nigeria. How, there, the man usually works and he does that or whatever. That's just a part of their culture. So, the fact that he isn't doing that, it's like the roles are switched around or whatever. So, no, was that it? Yes, that was it. So she then gets there, which is this picture, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, Michael, you're getting fat. I said, now, if he told you that, you would be pissed. You can't call that man fat, Angela. You can't do that, mama. You cannot, okay? Because, again, he cannot say the same to you without you getting pissed off. But I digress. They get in the car, and they driving. Now, in the car, she starts smoking a cigarette. And when she does that, she's like, okay, Michael, pull over real quick. He pulls over. And as he pulls over, we see this car starts to pull up, okay? And people jump out. And as we see, their faces are covered, okay? But they have something on it's some kind of official sticker on that car. And when they put up, Michael was looking like, what's going on? So they pull up, jump out the car, and they like go to the front of the car. Because again, Michael was driving. Angela started smoking a cigarette, asked him to pull over, and wait a minute, he then pulled over, and as they were pulled over, the dudes rolled up or what. I'm like, is they finna get carjacked on camera? And so Michael then gets out. You hear Michael saying, no, don't put no spikes, like move them spikes, move them spikes or whatever. Are you daring me to move the spikes? I'm like, I think he's asking you to move them spikes. We can't see any of this. We can just hear the conversation. All we saw was the car pull up, and that was really it. And then Angela, who's in the car, she's looking like, what the hell is going on here? So I'm like, honey, I don't know. Anyway, so he like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? She then gets out, leave him alone. Get off of him. And I'm like, they gonna, girl. Just stop. Now we don't see what's really happening. We see it's the commotion. We see the commotion, and so someone pulled over. This is what I think happened. That car he got is getting repoed. Okay, and how they repo things there is they spike your tires. Because in the preview we see her like, I can't believe him. He's a liar, and we see her getting her stuff and leaving the car somewhere else. I feel like that car wasn't really his car. Okay. And that's what happened. They kind of found him. And if he hadn't stopped, they wouldn't have been able to catch him. That's what I'm saying. But I digress. We don't see what happened. We have to wait until the next episode. I'm like, girl, it's just saying too much. But we will see. Anyway, it's 5 a.m. So if you watch this whole thing, I don't feel like editing this video, so it's gonna be 45 minutes long. If you are watching this long, I need you to put in Mickey Mouse, Daffy Duck, Scrooge McDuck, and Darkwing Duck in some kind of sentence. And only use one of them in your sentence. Only use one of those characters in the sentence plus mirror. Okay, so one of them characters and the word mirror. And that's it. Peace.